How was it? Yeah, cool. Cool. It's a lovely day in Edinburgh. Have you had fun today? Oh, we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 people in. If you guys want to sort of come to the front together, like that would be really fun. And don't worry, it's not going to be. I mean, they say people be afraid of the front row, but if you're not in the first 3 rows, you're still technically the front row. So it doesn't really matter where you are, does it? It's just nice that we can all be together and be friends. And like, I'm going to talk to you all. But, well, because I'll have to, won't I? I'll have to. Is it got the red circle on? Yeah, cool. So, yeah, sorry, by the way, I'm filming this for a documentary for my PhD. Fine. So, yeah, hey guys, how you doing? Very well. Are you a couple? Yeah. Lovely. How long have you been together? A year and a half? Yeah. Fantastic. What's your name, sorry? Martin and Marie. Marie or Mary? Mary. Right. Martin and Mary. Have you met her parents? No. Are you nervous about that situation?
Not really.
Because I know there's a natural fear of these sorts of things. You know that something, you know, that you've got to sort of show that yes, I am having sex with your daughter, but by the same token, I'm not going to. I can look after her. You know, and you've got to sort of show. I guess the subtext of that is that you sort of know that they will die, and if they do, you can sort of look after. You know, I had this situation recently with an ex-girlfriend. I was trying to sort of impress upon her dad that, you know, I could look after her, you know, but I'm not really built like a man of caring, of, you know, with big strong arms and a big sort of lovely physique. I'm not really that sort of Roman soldier body type. I'm more of a fat twat, essentially. And the way I tried to impress him was by playing Scrabble. And I was playing and I was faced with a dilemma on the final dialogue of either A, pass and risk being thought of as an idiot. I could B, play my last 6 remaining tiles on a triple word score to win by 28 points. With the word rim job. So I was, if you are Martin, if you're ever in this situation playing Scrabble with Marie's dad, and you're faced with a dilemma of either being an idiot or playing rim job, don't play the word rim job. I played the word rim job. The dad looked down, looked up. He didn't flinch, and he just said, "I think you'll find that's hyphenated." A joke there that combines the licking of arseholes with the rules of Scrabble. So, you know you're in good company today. Cool. Guys in the back row, sort of what? Middle row. How are you? Hello. Hello. What are your names?
Gary.
Gary. And Anne. Fantastic. And where are you from? Fife, wonderful. And are you here on the day, or are you just?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Have you seen anything good? Yeah. Anything? Have you had one of those fringe experiences yet? No. There's a.
This is it.
Is this it? You just wait. I should probably say I'm like a guest compere today. I haven't done this before. I've not really seen their acts for a while. But what I'm going to do is be nice and friendly, sort of introduce, get on to know each other, get people nice and warm. And then I'm going to bring on the acts, and we're sort of going to enjoy them. And then I'll come on again. Hello, come in, sit down. But yeah, so I recently had a fringe experience where I was, you know, in a situation where you're doing stand-up. You probably don't all know this situation, but sometimes there's hecklers, aren't there? There are hecklers, and it's a bit of a fear for stand-up comedians to have hecklers in. And usually you can have to safely go. If things get out of hand, you can get the bar staff to sort of take someone away. You know, that's not a threat. Just so you know, I can't imagine everything's going to kick off in here. But I was in a situation, I was doing a gig, and the barman started to heckle us. And he started shouting and being quite violent. Which was the question, how do you throw away a barman? You know, who do we talk to? How do we, you know, is that like the old question, how do you throw away a bin? It's, you know, just a bigger bin, but then where do you go to get rid of a bigger bin? It's, you know, dangerous. But yeah, hello sir. What's your name? Daniel. What do you do?
I'm just about to start a master's.
Just about to start a master's. I noticed a twang of accent in your voice. Whereabouts are you from?
Ireland.
Ireland. Fantastic. And you're starting in Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's your master's in?
Cognitive science.
Cognitive science. Cognitive science is where the old brain goes around and goes right. Just bring out the old cognitive science routine. Kicking about somewhere. So cognitive science, I guess, is to do with artificial intelligence, or is it more of a philosophy of the mind? Or neither?
Both. And
Yeah.
a few other things.
Is it IT based or biology? Is it about
More IT.
more IT?
But there is biology there.
Yeah.
hard to describe what it is.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The great thing about being a master's degree is it usually takes about a year to learn what you're studying, and then it's over. So by the time you get used to telling people, oh yes, I study this, then it's too late. That's cool, that's cool. Well, welcome very much. Welcome very much. That's the phrase I've gone for. You two, hello. Hi, how you doing? You alright? What's your name, madam? Letitia. Letitia, very good. And Stephen. How do you say it? Stephen, okay. Yeah, are you a couple as well? Or are you just a couple of people? You're a couple, that's good. Usually in that situation, one of the couple will say yes, and we'll go, yeah, sort of. I don't know, you know. Are you here on holiday? What are you doing here? Are you from around here? You just moved here again? You should make new friends. You should make new friends. One sat next to you. See, this is great. This is great. We're all sort of making friends. Yeah, make friends. Let's not talk too much. What do you do? I'm going to ask you this collectively. What do you do as a for jobs for money? An aircraft mechanic. Chef. Fantastic. Aircraft mechanic. That's fantastic. I once spent a weekend in Venice. When in a hostel, and I met someone who was an aircraft mechanic, and I spent the whole night trying to get him to explain to me how a car works. I'm not going to go into it now because I remember that conversation well, and he basically got to the point of just saying, "Turn the key, it goes." Right? But I think there is a little bit more to it because an aircraft mechanic. How do you get into? Because you always wanted to be,
Yeah, I got every.
You've got an aviation family. This sounds like Budgie the Airplane sort of, territory here. It's always growing up. Yeah, my dad was a jumbo jet, so it just seemed natural we sort of go into this sort of thing.
I'm just a 777.
Right, yeah. Wow. So does that when you go on a plane and you're flying, does that make you more or less worried? Knowing what you know. Yeah. Anything? Bear in mind this being filmed right now. Favourite? You want to say anything? Do you work for a specific company or are you part of the airport?
Specific company, but we do more.
Right, cool. What is always funny about comparing is you end up sort of talking about the logistics of work, which is very boring. So there's very little avenue for sometimes when we're maintaining an aircraft, this funny thing happened. Have you had any funny stories, like an air crash? It's kind of weird. What do I say when it's this one time the wheel fell off, everyone's screaming, Great. Have you ever had a chance to go on the sliding things outside to sort of leave an aircraft?
Yeah, but it wasn't an emergency.
Was it fun though? Because it's just like a slide. So I'm always worried because.
Well, you see, I'm not a lady, so if ladies wear a dress, you've got a bracelet strap on the bottom, so that might.
Make it more interesting. Is that designed for that way? So there's some guy at the bottom just like, yes, another fucking crash, this is great. Don't worry guys, I found a treasure island. It's coconuts, everything. That's great. One of the things is that fear is not what if it crashes, the fear is, oh my god, I have to open the door. Because that sort of social anxiety of being like, oh shit, how do I, is it a push or a pull? That situation. Everyone's looking, open the goddamn door, and he's like going, ah, god. Yeah, and then when you do it, it's a slide. I'm afraid of slides, I recently watched a load of footage of me as a child for the documentary, sort of cut into it. And it's just me being on top of these slides, being like, I'm too afraid to go down, and my dad gleefully running into the playpen and having to go down a slide with me. And you can see it, and then there was a bit, I was just filming that, and I sort of stood around my mum, and then he suddenly just looked up, and it was just my dad. No one there to help, just going down a slide on his own. It was really funny, because I was crying at the time. And my dad was off on the slides. Good, and hello, finally, yes, hello. What's your name, where are you from? Yeah, in this situation, when I'm looking at you right now, there is no one behind you, there's no one to go. I think it means me. If I turn around and then point myself quizzically, maybe he'll say, oh no, the chair behind you. No, hello. It's a very friendly room, as you can probably tell. What's your name?
Darko.
Sorry?
Darko.
Darko. That's brilliant. Where's that from? Croatia, fantastic. And are you here on holiday or? On business. That was very mysterious. I'm here on business. Darko. Am I saying it right? Darko. I'm not saying it right at all, am I? Yeah, you did this gesture. I don't know what that means. I was just like, pretend you're tweaking a nipple, and then you'll get the accent just about. Wow, that's fantastic. What do you do? What is your business?
Computer programmer.
Cool, fantastic. And what kind of things do you program?
Big boring applications.
Big, boring applications, databases and shit like that.
Internet applications.
Internet applications. Do you have any funny anecdotes? Anything I can share here that'd be hilarious? Don't worry, it's always worth asking, is the point. Just in case, like, sometimes, once I was doing a gig, and I talked to a guy and he said, yes, I'm Spanish, I'm called Manuel, and I work in a hotel. Score! It's fantastic. Good, yeah, so, very good. Everyone here have a dad? Some of you have a, yeah, 1, 2, 2 of you. I also have a dad. He has sayings. He says things. Some of them are weird, like you can't make black pudding out of human blood, which I think is true. I don't know why he knows that, but he does know that. Other things he says are look after the pennies and the pounds look after themselves. Though do look after the pounds as they're worth 100 times more than the pennies. That's quite useful, isn't it? A bit of advice for you. Another thing he says is, when the cat's away, you've lost your cat. So let's go looking for the cat. But one of the things, that girl I was going out with, I broke up with her, and my dad gave me some advice to do with that. And he said, son, don't worry, the best way to get over someone is to get underneath someone who looks exactly the same. And it's true in a way, and not in other ways. So because of that, I started masturbating a lot. Did anyone else say masturbate? Everyone's looking very shifty. You're all lying wankers, of course you do. At some point in your life, I imagine you would have had a cheeky. I was always saying, it's weird, how do you say masturbate? Well, I just wanted to share with you, in case you are in a sort of a masturbatory position, something I've learned from my wanking days is what I like to do when I'm not wanking is I like to sort of sit on my hand until it goes numb. So that way, when I'm wanking, it feels like I'm sat on someone else's hand. Good, that's nice. So yeah, are we all nicely sort of together and friends now? Does anyone have any important piece of advice or words they feel like they need to share at this point? Like,
Stop one.
Good advice. Any other advice? Generally, I would like, I'm going to do. You two are the wisest of the room, I imagine. World experience. That's the nicest way of saying, we seem, just slightly younger than you. I'm not going to ask how old you are. In your, let's say, 3,000 years, in the 20 years or so you've had on this planet, I assume you're both 21. What do you have any sort of world advice you want to share with us? Is there anything that's really got you by at all? The not wanking thing seems quite ideal. Again, worth asking. Worth asking. My dad has another saying. Things like, you can kick dogs because they can't feel pain. I don't know if that's true. But he leads us to have another saying: is when the dog's away, Dad's probably kicked the dog to death. So best go check on the cat. So that's sort of fun. So I feel like you're all nicely warmed up now. I hope that's okay for everyone. I'll be back in a minute. We're going to introduce the next act. But we're going to do some clapping now, so if you just want to pop your drinks down just for a moment, we can get this room nice and warm. Don't worry, you'll be allowed to drink again. It's fine, that will happen. Good, so yeah, I'm going to... This next guy is a good friend of mine. He's a very lovely boy. I've called him a boy, he's more of a man. He's a lovely boy. We once did a photo shoot together, dressed as S&M Gibbs, which never saw the light of day, which makes me think something else was at play that day. When it's just you and a cameraman, and the cameraman doesn't show any photos afterwards. Anyway, I've literally at the moment I just realised I've never seen anything from that.
Neither have I.
Shit. Well, it was fun though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was not bad. Anyway, so they often say if you're nervous, imagine the audience is naked. If you guys get nervous, imagine him wearing leather and a gas mask, because that's all I can see when I look at him. But yes, we're going to do some clapping now. So if everyone, have you clapped before? Yes. few of you, yeah, okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we'll start clapping and I'll go 1, 2, 3, and when you just step up the clapping to like 6th gear, really sort of hit the roof, we'll literally try and blow this ceiling off if we can. It's quite old, so it's possible. And then we're going to welcome this guy, and then just show him all your smiles and your love, and we'll get through this. It'll be fun. Okay, ready? Give me a yes. Yes, cool. That's very good. You know, make a nice sound. That's cool. Come on in. We're supposed to start clapping, so you've got. Hopefully you'll be fine. Come on in. Don't worry. Settle down. Ready for your smiles. Get your smile face on. Give me a nice big smile.
Do you mind if I go back out the toilet?
It's not raining.
Robin, what's your opinion on this? He's about to come on stage as well.
Yeah, go for it. There's just one just opposite.
Oh right, fantastic. Yeah, what we'll do is don't worry, we won't listen.
Everyone follow him.
What can we do?
Hide!
What can we do? Yeah,
Everybody hide.
If you try and hide.
Come on, do that. That'll be funny as fuck.
Try and get in this. I'm
going to pause the video. Is that alright?
Say that, Robin. Say that. Everyone, get up.
Go.
Behind that door. Just try and. Don't worry.
And we'll just sit here.
And then when I start, yeah.
Just keep going. We'll close this door. Do you want me to keep recording?
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. I'm going to continue to record this. This is genuinely, compares usually go, we'll all hide and that'll be a laugh. They've never actually went.
Is there a stairs like that way? So we're not doing that when we come back.
That'd be funny.
This is going
I'll record.
I've always wanted to do. This is how it usually goes. Yeah. Just filming this.
Film what happens.
He's taking a very long time to do it. So what if he's gone for a drink as well? How long have I done, by the way?
Done 10.
I've done 10. Okay, good. That seems ideal.
What if he's gone for a drink, a cigarette, and like a cheeky
What if he's trying to leave? What are we going to do?
gone.
I don't know what's going to happen after. He's probably out there. I like Gregor's out there now, just sort of, doing his thing. He's keep them moves, give them some rations.
conquering the whole.
There was definitely a guy working backstage there. I went to look for you. I was just like, oh, that's an office there now. Hello.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. And if he's got diarrhea, we're in. I mean, he wasn't having just going to come in and be like, what's going to happen? We haven't got a code for when they can come back in. It's just going to be, showers. We will. Can you hear me still backstage?
How long is he taking?
I know this is really awkward.
Massive shit.
Is his wife there?
Is your wife here?
Are you or a spouse?
It's not got away.
She really is just
It's a hostage. It's not my hostage.
The toilets is one.
Brilliant, right, okay.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about your wanking. This is bizarre.
Is this a bizarre gig now?
This is a gig now.
This is how the Big Hive usually is on a Thursday evening.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh god.
What if he left?
I know, this is what I'm thinking.
What if he's, yeah.
What if they all come back in now and then
If we all come back in now, it'll ruin the...
I know, but then it's
It's
just
redundant. It's redundant.
we can have... So if you want to give us some clap. Hello! Come on in, Jane, come on in. This is slightly bizarre. If you want to go in there, there's a whole audience genuinely behind that door. Go and stand behind that door, we're hiding at the moment.
We have got in here. I'm gonna check.
I feel like I've overrun my time.
There's so many more. I'm gonna take 5, but we're gonna Where is the gun?
So now we've left the whole crew of people.
Not in the toilet.
Well, the joke was on us, wasn't it? Bring them back in. Bring them back in.
No, we'll just lock them in.
Bring them back in. Come back in. Come back in. I don't want to be. I think what's happened is we tried to play a cruel joke, and we've ended up being the recipients of that joke. Come and join us in the front row. Welcome back. This feels like a Darren Brown situation. So now, I realise there's some bad news. We've lost your man.
You're not going to be gutted when you found out he had the world's smallest
This is the first time I've compared it where I've lost someone. Okay? This doesn't usually happen. Usually, the amount of people that come into a gig is about the same as when they leave. Okay? I mean, yes, some people walk out halfway through. I mean, admittedly, you all walked out halfway through.
That's why he's fucked off.
She's trying to find him. To be fair, if I was her, my first concern would not be, oh, let's watch some comedy. It would be, where's my husband? Where's my husband, okay?
Proper fan.
Anyway, so, right, let's probably left your drinks here as well. We're going to introduce the next act. It was probably one of the most bizarre 10 minutes of my life. I can't imagine how it must be for you. I hope you're still enjoying yourselves and everything's going fine. I hope he's okay. And didn't, right. So yes, we're going to start clapping. And bring up, don't worry, it's fine. Are you?
Now you made me.
Oh my God.
When you clap, I'll walk out and then.
Good. Well, we're going to stop clapping because I have literally overrun my time by hiding an audience. Also, you got to see backstage, which is always quite nice. If he comes in now, right, there's no joke anymore. He's coming in, he doesn't know what's going on. His wife's saying, you've ruined a massive bit. Anyway, it's fine. So
really funny.
I mean, with it
without a punch.
It's usually how it goes for me. And then I don't know what was going to happen. He would come in and say, oh, and that's what was going to happen anyway. Now we've got a real story, right? I've done.
Anyway, I'm just going to go to the toilet.
You need to wait now. Okay, so there's a gig. This is no longer a gig.
Is it like
Oh, fucking brilliant. Welcome to the Fringe. Okay, so we're going to start clapping and introduce our first act, who I'm sure is usually, he likes to be introduced to an empty room. Unfortunately, that won't be happening today. So if you want to put your drinks down and get clapping, we get clapping. 1, 2, 3, a round of seconds for Grainger!
You won it for just being genuinely lovely. I do that to you.
Lovely stuff. So, you thought my first attempt was strange. What is about to occur is slightly bizarre. I'm going to say that for nothing, but if you go with it, it's quite fun. And please just, just be gentle.
Where's he going?
Come back!
To be honest, right, this room is now just a corridor. It's like, we're coming and going all the time of the day. I don't really want to keep track of where, although someone should keep track of where everyone is. Because, yeah, something's going to happen. But yeah, good. So I want to change the world, basically. I'm doing a PhD thesis, and this is my documentary. I'd like to try and change the world. I think the world's it's all right, I like the world, but it's a bit poo sometimes. One of the big things that I have a problem with is Britain's Got Talent. Do you like Britain's Got Talent? You know what it is, you don't like it. Some shaking their head. It's a very, I find it hard to sort of articulate why I don't like it. Or what I do know is that it's a very manipulative, awful sort of thing. You sort of watch it and it makes you sort of cry at certain points, or makes you try and like someone. It's sort of, and this bit is, I'm saying in a sort of ironic tone, it makes you think that women and ugly men can have opinions. You know what I mean? It sort of suggests that this idea is so absurd that we go, oh look, you're supposed to sort of hate this woman because she's got like a dodgy arm or something, you know? But it's okay because she can sing. And it's sort of a weird thing to go, oh no, wait, she can sing, she has worth. You know, as if people don't have a worth before they have the opportunity to, to sing or dance. I don't think it should be called Britain's Got Talent. I think it should be called Britain's Got Dogs. And some of those dogs can dance. But again, is it about 9 out of 10 of them can't? Which is weird. I don't know how having a dog that can dance is a talent. You know, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, but I don't know if you saw. There's a woman, a very famous woman in one of these episodes called Susan. Do you know the name? Susan Boyle. Yeah, that's right. How do you say it? Boyle. Susan Boyle. I don't really know. I've not really seen it. But this woman, Susan Boyle. She was on the telly once, and she was quite an ugly woman. She's from around here. She's from near Fife. I don't know where she's from. Bathgate, that's the one. Yeah, Susan Boyle. She was. Yeah, she's an ugly woman, and she said to us. No, I have the right to exist like everyone else, which is absurd, you know. We're allowed to sort of have her on stage and be like, yeah, no, she's entertaining, you know, she has some sort of genuine work in society. But she sort of came on and we were sort of going, oh, who's that crazy lady with the saggy tits? Who is she, you know? And Gregor going, hey, look at her, she's mental, right? And I use the term, I know this is a big documentary, they probably didn't use the term mental because it's not really PC. And I'm not using it because basically, they set her up to be a bit of a fool. And then she said she wanted to be like Elaine Page, and everyone laughed. And then she sang a song that was beautiful. And the song she sang was I Dreamed a Drian. And the song I Dreamed a Drian, if you don't know, is from the film Les Miserables. Have you seen the film Les Miserables? It roughly translates, it's a French film, it translates as The Sads, basically. And if you've not seen the film, it's based in it's basically a zombie film, and what happens in the zombie film is the undead rise from hell, and they take over a shopping mall, and they start to sort of eat the flesh of human beings. And in the film Les Miserables, one of the characters, it's a very sad film, one of the women there, I'm going to call her Sassy, her name is Sassy, and she has a daughter but has no money. She's trying to sort of look after and feed her starving daughter, and the only way she knows how to do that is to sell her body for sex. I say sell, it's more of a rental situation. And to be fair to her, she does go to prostitution very quickly. But let's not go into that. I think that's more of a narrative device of the film, and yes, as opposed to, I mean, it's the middle of a zombie apocalypse, you know, she can be forgiven. But no, she actually sells her teeth as well to a dentist, and she cuts up all her hair and sells it to a wig shop. I don't really know what they're called, wigists. Or wigamums, if you will. I don't know what they call a wigist. I'm going to say wig shop. She sells her hair to a wig shop, and then she sings from her deathbed a song, I Dreamed a Drian. And her Drian is that her daughter can live, even if she dies, she will live a happy and fulfilled life, you know. And Susan Boyle, you know, for Sassy, her Drian is simply of life and of the possibility of existing, which is kind of beautiful. Susan Boyle, it's not her fault, but her song was I Dreamed a Drian, and her Drian was for a record contract, and it just sort of doesn't really sort of cut and juxtapose the right way for me. I don't know. It's to do with the manipulation of the show, and it makes you sort of in a frenzy for certain things. It's very manipulative. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Yeah, and as a professional cunt Piers Morgan said at the time, you know. When you came on stage and said you wanted to sing like Elaine Page, we were laughing. We're not laughing now. I know it's a very popular TV show. I want to change it, but it's very popular. At least I don't even know the latest viewing figures. But they get somewhere in the region of like 30 people every week, literally just watching Britain's Got Talent. So I can't change that, but I know that I want to change something. I know if I can change the world, I have to change myself first. And I'm quite a fat man. I don't even notice I've been a fat man to talk on stage. But I've been a fat man longer than that, sometimes, you know, 2-3 weeks, maybe even a few years. I remember when I was young, I went to see a dietitian, and the dietitian said to me, don't worry, it's just a bit of puppy fat. And I remember thinking, how did she know that I'd eaten so many puppies? The key to this is that I want to lose weight. I do a lot of gigs, I drink heavily and get fatter, but instead I want to do some exercise for you. Stephen, would you mind joining my stage just to film me sort of like from a nice sort of aesthetic angle? You're my director now, yeah. You need to be my round of applause for Stephen, by the way. So Stephen here, I need you to be my coach. I need you to be sort of like give me some nice fluid words to keep me going while I do some exercise.
Fluid words.
Fluid, just a nice thing to say, hello, yeah, you're doing well, you know, just some encouragement. Is that okay? Whilst filming me, find the best angles you can. Be my director.
Turn it as well.
Keep it that way around. But the rest of you, I don't react well to compliments. I need. I'll be quick. Sorry. I need you to heckle me and shout at me and abuse me. Is that okay? Good. So what you have to do is just shout. Okay, just say something horrible to me. Yeah, very good. Very good. Come on, keep it going.
Oh yeah, you're doing good.
Thank you very much. Come on, give me some abuse, sir.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Oh yes, keep on doing that. No, don't. Keep on.
Go on, some abuse me. No, yes, very good. Someone else abuse me.
Well done, mate. Well done, mate. Keep up the pace. Keep up the pace. Yes, yes.
Abuse me! Abuse me!
You have no soul. You're a fucking twat.
No, no, Corp. Keep on. Keep on. Oh, bugger. You are doing well.
I dream of time gone by.
Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you very much. We'll bring on your next act now. Quickly, have I changed the world?
Yes. Absolutely. Have I changed the world? So it's fucking easy, wasn't it? It's easy to change the world. You can do that. You can do that with love, and you can do that with your own happiness. Okay. Now, so we're going to do another clap and put your drinks down and get ready to start clapping. We're going to have your headline act, essentially. I've used up most of his time, so I apologise for that, because I was being a cunt. Now, good, so you're going to start clapping now. 1, 2, 3, you're going to clap really hard and sort of get the roof off. Okay, you ready to start clapping now? 1, 2, 3!
It's okay, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, are you okay to be filmed for a documentary?
Yeah.
Possibly on YouTube as well, is that okay?
Yeah, fire away.
Yeah, so who are you, just quickly?
I am Daniel Murray.
Cool, and what do you do?
I'm just starting a master's in Edinburgh University.
That's right, yeah. And did you enjoy, what happened just now? Did you enjoy yourself?
I did, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah?
That was not standard, which was good. Instead of the boring, I don't know, that line between you and the audience was blurred, which was good. I find that funny. I'm sick of watching really awful observational stuff on TV, which is fine. Just when maybe you see enough of it, when you see something different, it's more fun. I really liked the clown face. So clowns, I'm not as terrified of them as everyone else seems to be. So I don't think they're funny, but I did enjoy that. You enjoyed this, are you?
I'm loving it. I love it because I just get all sorts of things said at me.
Yeah.
But usually it's very encouraging. Do you think I changed the world?
What has changed? What is the world? These are real, serious questions.
These are things I'm researching.
Yeah. I don't know. So maybe some of those people will be a bit more open-minded, going to stand up after that. That was weird. Like. Yeah. You should know that was weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, I am proud of myself. Do you think it was a worthwhile thing to do?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
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 Would you?
Ballsy.
It was ballsy.
Yeah, definitely.
But do you think you know what the meaning of it was?
I'd have to think about it for a while actually, because I was just enjoying it, not really thinking about it, which makes me sound like an absolute fucking moron.
Not at all.
There we go. I'll have to think about that too.
The whole point is to make you think.
Yeah.
And if even just one person after one of my gigs turns to their friend and goes, "What was that about?" then I've done more than I think I could by saying anything real.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've engaged someone with thought that they might not have thought before.
Okay. Yeah.
But there is other things to it. It's, there's a lot of dense theoretical stuff that goes behind it.
You're utilising theory.
Yeah. I mean, it's Judith Wappler, Michael Foucault, and Michel Foucault, and Rancière as well, Jacques Rancière. Three very prominent French philosophers.
Very cool. I don't know enough about them to.
Neither do I. That's why I'm doing this to cover my tracks.
Yeah.
But anyway, thanks very much for.
No problem. I really enjoyed it. That was quality.
Yeah. Say it again. Sorry.
When you pulled out the red nose, that was quality. That came out of nowhere.
Brilliant.
I was like, what's he doing? Oh, it's a clown.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. That's what I wanted to hear. This is fantastic. Thank you so much.
No problem.